Hey Cancer, welcome to your weekly forecast for August 10th through the 17th. We're going to see what's happening the week ahead with this lovely mermaid themed deck here to go with our ocean and mermaid theme for the summer. And then we're going to pull a mermaid and dolphin oracle deck for you all, oracle card from that deck for you all at the end. So without further ado, Cancer, sun, moon, and rising. Let's see what's going on for you guys. What's going on for Cancer, sun, moon, and rising in the week ahead. Messages for Cancer, sun, moon, and rising in the week ahead. Okay, my dears. So first up, you all have the Eight of Cups. Okay. Eight of Cups is a card that has the meaning of searching, right? Like searching, you feel something's missing, you're not quite sure what it might be, and you are off searching for it, okay? Now, Eight of Cups has a very particular meaning for me in my readings, and before I get into that and before I explain it, I want to point out that moon in the background, okay? It's really jumping out at me. So I feel that the last full moon we just had on August 4th, for a lot of you Cancers, it may have felt more like an awakening, a realization, like a lot of you maybe felt like you were seeing the truth of the reality around you and realizing that a lot of what you've been putting your time into and where you've been putting your focus hasn't been fulfilling to you. Now, the meaning that I usually see with Eight of Cups is this is a card that usually comes up in my readings when I'm reading for someone who can be a bit of an overachiever. I've seen that with the Eight of Cups energy. Like, this is the kind of person that they will set a goal for themselves and they will not rest until they get it, right? Like a bulldog. Like, you just put your teeth in it and you won't let go until you accomplish what you're after, until you get what you're going for. And so in the beginning, there's like this brief period of time when you accomplish what you've been trying to do where you feel very happy. Like, yeah, you're happy. Like, I did it. I met the goal. But the happiness is very short-lived. It doesn't last very long. It's like, oh, well, you know, I'm glad that I did this. But then again, at the same time, I thought I would feel differently. I thought I'd be happier, or I thought I'd be more fulfilled. And so maybe I put my time and energy into the wrong thing. Maybe I'll be happier when I get a higher promotion or a raise. Maybe I'll be happier if I go back to school and get my master's or, you know, doctorates or something, you know. Maybe I'll be happier when I find a relationship. And every time you accomplish what you set out to do and that unfulfilled part of you is still there, you think that you chose the wrong thing, right? Like, you end up in the relationship, like I'm glad I'm in the relationship, but something's missing. Maybe this is the wrong person. Maybe I'm not with the right soulmate. It's like it always becomes like the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. So Eight of Cups comes up for us to give us a little bit of a heads up and to try to save us some time, right? Eight of Cups says, look, Cancer, before you go trying to manifest anything else, before you go trying to call in anything else into your life or setting any kind of goals for yourself, before you do any of that, this is the time to make your spiritual connection, okay? And it's really interesting because those of you that watch my readings, you know that in the weekly forecasts, I try to stay away from love and romance, and I try to focus on the other areas of life because I do a monthly love reading, and then I try to focus on everything else during the week. But even in this card, like, this guy's laying here sleeping on the beach, and she's walking away looking at the moon and being in this contemplative energy. So it makes me feel like some of you have been looking for fulfillment in love, right? Maybe they had a really nice romantic evening on the beach. There may have been some intimacy there, and he's happy and he's knocked out. And she's like, I don't know, something's missing. maybe this isn't my soulmate. Maybe I'm with the wrong person. And Spirit's like, look, before you go trying to find another person, before you try going to get some other degree or land some other kind of job, take this time and make your spiritual connection. Make your spiritual connection. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but there's a lot of changes and shifts that we're headed towards in this time period that we're living in. There's a lot of things that are going to be shifted and changed. And so as things like that happen, I gave this example in some of the other videos last week. It's very similar to rearranging things in your garage, right? Stuff that you haven't touched in forever, things that have been in boxes for years. When you start going through that stuff and when you start moving it around, you might have spiders running around, you might have rats or mice, running around. You could have lizards and snakes and things that are coming out of the crevices and the cracks. So a lot of things come to the surface. So we're going to see things coming to the surface. We're going to see the truth coming up about certain things that have been right under our nose for so long. And the only way we're going to get through these challenging times is to have some kind of faith, to have some kind of belief system, right? Until things stabilize, until things become, back to normal again on some extent. Whatever that might be, you have to have your spiritual connection. This is the time to start exploring. What do you believe? What resonates with you, right? Start exploring your spiritual path. Your next card here, Cancer, is the moon. Wow, see that moon energy, that full moon we just had, I think was very impactful for a lot of you. In fact, Cancer, you guys are associated with the moon. It's a very, a big connection for you here in your zodiac sign. So this is for you coming into your power, right? And it's overcoming your fear to embrace your identity, your authenticity, who you are, connecting with your intuition, your spiritual gifts and abilities. I feel some of you might really be exploring the shamanic path, whether or not you stay there. I think some of you are receiving a lot of guidance or a lot of direction through like shaman beliefs, or you're feeling very pulled or guided to learn more about them. Some of you might just be finding yourself gravitating towards indigenous music, indigenous chants and things like this, or like drumming, or native, whatever the correct terminology is. I don't want to offend anybody, and maybe somebody can tell me, maybe somebody can educate me there, because I don't know everything. I don't know if it's offensive to say Native American, and even to say Native American, I know there's there's in Canada or like in New Zealand, right? Like there's Canada's not America, New Zealand's not America. And these are places that had indigenous individuals before these areas were colonized. So I feel some of you might be feeling very kind of guided or drawn to music, drumming, things like this that might be very healing, or that you're kind of putting on to heal. And to kind of just like clear your energies. So yeah, really connecting with your intuition, your spirituality, clearing away anything that doesn't belong to you, and really embracing your true authentic self, really embracing that energy. Your next card here, Cancer, is the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords could indicate travel, right? So maybe for some of you, as you're, feeling gravitating towards this music and this meditation, maybe you're doing some soul journey, some traveling in a spiritual sense. Some of you may be traveling in a physical sense. But all in all, the Six of Swords indicates mental clarity and disconnecting from drama. Like just being done with drama, wanting to have peace, wanting to have clarity, wanting to go to this place where you're able to clear your head and to find yourself, right? So a lot of you are just in this energy where you're ready for happiness. You don't want to go through the power struggles anymore. You don't want to go through that back and forth. Your next card here. Wow, okay. Really big changes, Cancer, is the Death card. So you have had, what was your first card? Eight of Cups. You have had two major arcana cards come up here. So we know there's significant energy shifting happening for you this week. Major arcana cards are when we're coming into a new chapter. So we talked about that moon card, overcoming your fear, embracing your intuition, your spiritual gifts and abilities. Some of you even doing clearing or soul journey or soul travel. Your next major arcana card here is the Death card. This could indicate for some of you that you might be dealing with a Scorpio. Or if you have Scorpio in your chart, it could be an aspect of you that's really coming to the surface right now. But all in all, overall, the Death card is about transformation, right? It represents Scorpio energy, and Scorpio is the phoenix rising of the zodiac. And so, Cancer, a lot of you are in this phoenix energy, right? Like you're stripping away and you're removing anything that doesn't belong to you, any kind of programming, any kind of conditioning, any kind of attachments, right? If you're an empath, you are, you know, breaking those cords and clearing away the energies that you've absorbed from other people, and you're getting this fresh start. You're beginning again, right? There's a sense of resurrection when it comes to the Death card. So the old ways of life are something that you are putting behind you, and you're embracing change. You're embracing this new beginning. You're embracing this new way of being. You're embracing your true authentic self, and you are putting an end to the charade, right? Like the fake life, the editing yourself, the you know, trying to step into like what the person you're expected to be, and rather embrace the person that you are. So we're going to go ahead and see what oracle card is coming up for you guys. And as always, guys, I do encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos, because some weeks those may resonate with you more than others. These are just general readings after all. If you would like a private reading, you can schedule with me through the Calendly link in the description of the video, and I'd be more than happy to give you a private reading. So the card that you have here is a new dawn. Wow, I just got chills. That's really aligning here with this Death card energy, this new beginning. It says the worst is now behind you, and positive new experiences are on the horizon. So as you're coming into this resurrection, as you're coming into this phoenix rising, this new beginning, leave the past in the past, right? When we've had disappointments before, you know, it can be challenging for us to not get hung up on them, or be like, oh, how do I know this time is going to be different, right? But the message for you here is that the worst is over, the worst is behind you, and things are going to be getting better again. Things are going to be improving. Alrighty, my dears. You might want to check out your moon sign rising sign, like I said. Don't forget to check out your love readings for the month of August. Those are linked in the description, and channeled angel messages are linked in the description as well. Don't forget to check out the daily messages on Instagram and Facebook. Every single day I post a card of the day. I post a fun little pick a card game, and I pick winners. I pick 2 winners every single month from my social media. One from Instagram, one from Facebook. One person wins a free 30-minute reading, and the other person wins the prize of the month. Every month is a different prize. The prize for this month is a beautiful, beautiful painting done by Mixed Media Girl that immediately when I saw it, I thought of Archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel's colors are yellow and orange, hence the nails. The painting inspired me to get these nails. So if you want to check out the painting, you can go to the social media pages, amethystangellight, Facebook and Instagram. And if you want to follow along and receive the daily card messages, I post on there as well. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Wishing you all a wonderful, wonderful week. Don't forget, guys, check out in the description the channeled angel messages and the love readings. And I'm wishing you all a wonderful week. Take care.